Can you solve this unique combinatorics question? It's it only applies the basic concepts of combinatorics, but you might not have any idea how to solve it. So let's begin. So basically the question is asking you how many ways there are to shoot all of these balloons, and the rule is in any of these columns, the way you shoot them, it doesn't matter if you do them all consecutively, but you have to shoot the closest one first, then the second closest, and then the furthest one. So over here, of course, there's no need to worry about that. But here you have to shoot this balloon before you shoot this balloon. So let's begin now, and let's begin like small, right? Whenever you have a big question, you should have to break it up into some small chunks. So let's just analyze like this small section over here. So just these four balloons. We know that we have to shoot all four balloons. So maybe we can begin with 4 factorial. How many ways are there to shoot these balloons? But now that seems like way too much, right? Because you can't do 3 6 1, you can't do 6 3 1 and then 4, anything like that. So we need to divide by something or remove something. So let's try to figure out what that is. Well, if we list out some, let's call this ball 4. If we list out, and these numbers, by the way, they're just from an example way. So you can do this one, this one, this one, this one. So that's just one example if you want to look at that. So let's list out some combinations here. We can have B1, B2, B3, B4. And does this work? Yes, this definitely works. Sorry for that space there. But we can also have B2, B1, B3, B4. Right? It doesn't really matter where B4 goes. B4 can go anywhere. But the combination of these three that we need, if you just ignore B4, we need this exact combination. Right? There are going to be six possible ones: B1, B2, B3, that basically 3 factorial, right? To arrange these three. But you need this one. So this means that it's 1 over 3 factorial times as much. So we multiply it by 1 over 3 factorial. That's the same as dividing by 3 factorial. And this just gives us 4. Now, does this make sense? Like, can we intuitively understand why? Well, that hint comes from just B4, right? If we leave some spaces in the middle, this is the same thing. You know you've got B1, then B2, then B3. So all that matters is where you put the B4. Do you want to put it in first? Do you want to put it in here, here, or here? And that gives you 4 ways. So we know 4 is the answer there. And we know that this gives the same answer. But is it always going to be true? Well, if we think about it, yeah, because there are 4 factorial ways, right? We looked at it right here. And then you divide by the different ways to arrange these 3 because you know you need this exact arrangement. So if that's working for this, let's try to expand it. Let's try to now go and do the whole question. Okay, let's see if we can do that and apply to the whole thing. And there's going to be a lot more division involved, so get ready. Okay, now there are 10 objects, so we know we need to begin with 10 factorial. Now we divide by these 3 factorial, right? After we're done with that, we have to divide by another 2 factorial because of these two. You all the combinations you can have it with 5 and then 2 coming later, or 2 and then 5 coming later. We only want 2 and 5 coming later, so that's divide by 2 factorial or 2. And then same exact process here, divide by 3 factorial. Now all that's left is like how to solve this. So let's just write it out. 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 and then times 4. Now we've cancelled out some 3 factorial. So this is what we have in the denominator. 3 factorial equals 6. So cancel that out. 2 will cancel with 4 to make that 2. This 5 times 2 is 10. Um, what's 10 times 9? That's 90. What's 8 times 7? That's 56. Right? So we can make 99, make this 100. 56 times 9, that's 450. 450 plus 54, which is 504. Add 200, so 504. Sorry, 50400. So that's going to be our final answer. Okay, and this is like the expression. So this is the same thing. So this is basically, I'm sure you've seen this before. There are a lot of different ways you can get this thing. This is just one application, but this is definitely a unique application. I was pretty surprised the first time I saw it as well. So if you enjoyed this video and learned something new, make sure to subscribe. Also check out my Instagram. I'm going to link that in the description. That's where you can get questions like these and work on them before I put the video solutions. So thanks so much for listening. Have a great day.